Welcome everyone to a very holy manga alert. We are recording this on the day before Easter Sunday. Christ has died, but word on the street is that by the time you're listening to this, he may have returned. So we're very proud to see our boy come back. What a guy. Love him. Yeah, theme song.
Raise the flag up high for break of romance dawn. Time to make some waves, so wake up with a good jump start. If you want to go to a world that's unbelievable.
Okay, we're not going to continue the Christian bit this time.
You're telling me that was a bit?
Yeah, sorry, Shrug.
Nah, I thought you converted.
No.
No, in fact, I had ground beef on Good Friday. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know, great episode last time, but like...
Christians eat beef.
Not on Good Friday. On Good Friday, you have to eat fish, or else Satan will possess you or something.
Okay. True.
What?
It's something about Satan coming in, like grabbing your toe or something and dragging
Yeah, like
you
the
to
Sam
hell.
By the
Raimi
toe.
film. Yeah. So, Apollo, welcome back to Manga Alert. It has been a very long time. You've been all over the world since.
Yeah, it's actually been insane. I was actually just catching up with everybody. They don't know this, actually. I was saving this for the Manga Alert, but so I have been traveling quite a lot. That's why I haven't been on very often. But span of about 3 months from December until March, I was actually kidnapped by Base Senpai, and I was locked in his trunk for a span of a little while, and he kept feeding me McDonald's fries. And that's the only sustenance I had during that time, that and McDonald's Sprite. I don't recommend it. But I'm free now. He finally let me out. So, yeah, I'm glad to be
I'm just
back.
imagining the heat. You were in the trunk of his car in Florida? Like, holy shit.
Well, for the most part during that time, I think the hottest it got was like 60 degrees. So it wasn't too bad. It was actually quite nice.
I don't know what that is. I'm Canadian.
Like 20, like a low 20.
That's pretty hot.
It's alright. I mean, it's Canada. You live in fucking frigid Iceland.
All the snow's melted here now. Spring is here.
We don't care about you. Anyway, continuing.
Oh.
Huh, so yeah.
No, it is really good to be back. I've missed Manga Alert.
But yeah, so it has been a while since the last one. You know, we were quite busy. I ended up getting sick for a while. And not
Shocker.
Yeah. I get sick all
when
the
are you
time,
not
whatever.
sick?
But this time I was like really sick, like more sick than I usually.
Are you really sick every
So,
time?
yeah, all I could do, I could just like I couldn't even read. Like it hurt my head to read, so I just like couldn't do it. All I could do was just sit in bed. I like played through The Last of Us 2, which didn't really help my condition. And what else did I think literally that's all I did. I can barely even remember half of what I did. It was rough, we'll say that. But we're back now, and we have some manga to alert.
That was so bad.
Boo.
Try it again.
That was fucking terrible.
What have you been reading, Apollo? You start. You're
Well, you included games and all. I don't know why you're including games, but I'll include games.
it was just a general opening discussion.
So, as far as what I've been reading, I keep saying that I'm going to catch up to Akane Banashi because I'm only like 15 chapters in, and I still haven't done it, and I don't know why. So I swear I'm gonna do that. Started next week. But stuff I've been reading lately: Blue Box, still peak. Hina's a slut.
Hell yeah.
I read 2 chapters of this new manga called Goku Rakugaki, Rokugaki, whatever the fuck. It's like a Gintama ripoff, kind of.
Is that the one
It's
that like
interesting?
that like premiered like 400 in the sales?
Probably. I don't know. It's by Yuto Sano. It's like literally the only thing that Shonen Jump put onto the description was professional troubleshooters will take on any case if the price is right. And the first 2 chapters literally...
Yo, it's that stuff from Bakuman.
Yeah, pretty, yeah, kind of. It literally gives me Gintama mixed with like the PvP vibe or what PSP whatever the fuck from Bakuman.
PCP?
The PCP?
Whatever,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Perfect Crime Party, yeah.
What else have I been reading? Kaiju number 8, still peak. It's honestly Kaiju number 8 is probably my favorite ongoing manga right now.
Oh god, have you seen the anime designs though?
I have. It looks awful. If you're an anime only fan, I plead with you to please read the manga instead. I am caught up.
We gotta let studio
Academia.
production IG cook. We gotta let them cook.
It's gonna be so sad if Kaiju number 8 gets a bad adaptation, because that's a show that could really blow up if it had a good one. So
It really could.
I don't
but
know.
yeah, no, it's gonna be ass.
We'll
I can already see the half 2D, half 3D animations. Ugh.
Wait, which studio has it?
Studio G or IG
Production
or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would imagine they would put good work into it, but
I know all we really have are the character designs, and they look really ugly and off-model. But we will see them in motion, I suppose. It's not coming out until next year, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe they'll pull a Sonic and change it.
Yeah.
Caught up on My Hero Academia. New chapters out tomorrow. Loving this shit.
I'm just gonna wait for My Hero to end.
when does
Honestly.
it end? Like, how much longer does it reasonably have?
Well, 20 chapters ago I said 60 chapters, but now I'm not sure.
So it's at 384 now. Now listen, Horikoshi has said years and years ago that he had it planned. He had the whole story written, and it was going to be 400 chapters long. Now, I don't trust him for a second, but if he comes close to being right, that would be very impressive for a mangaka.
Yeah. Also,
But
considering what we have left, if he ends it in 16 chapters, it's going to be mega rushed.
well, I mean, this is manga we're talking about.
That's true.
You never
That's
know.
true. That's fair. That's true.
I don't know how many
what
more
else?
characters they can shoehorn into the final battle.
We gotta get they gotta like introduce like the new first year class, and it's just 20 other kids.
No, literally.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a shot of like Deku, but he's like 45 years old, decrepit, and like his left arm is gone.
I think one of like the weirdest things that like that series never went into the international heroes until like super late into the game, and even then we didn't get to see many of them.
Bro, we saw
Like-
one, and then she got.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to censor that, Apollo. But well, no, okay. There was like a page where they showed like a slight montage of heroes around the world, and they showed like the Egyptian hero who's literally just has like the pharaoh mummy outfit. Like
That's
But
like
isn't he a
just the most-
Japanese hero?
There was one. What am I thinking? Oh, it's like in Soul Eater, the only like death weapon from Africa is just just an African tribe looking guy. That's literally all that it is. That's exactly the vibe I
That's
get.
racist.
it's like J.K. Rowling making international characters.
Yeah, like
Oh god.
what's
gosh.
the only Asian name?
Cho
Or, like-
Chang, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cho
Cho
Chang.
The only black character's name being Shacklebolt. Like,
Huh?
Yeah.
bro, you don't know, man. You got to look into Harry Potter names. They're absolutely wild.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
the
No,
Jewish
yeah.
guy's name is what is it?
Gold-
Goldstein.
Yeah,
What? Oh my gosh!
bro, it's insane. Literally, like, and I saw even people mentioning like, yo, the one Irish guy is named Seamus Finnegan. That's like naming the one American character Burger McRib.
That's funny as fuck.
Gosh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But
Getting
if
off
they did,
of
if they did
the,
name him
uh,
Burger McRib, that'd be funny.
Getting off of the controversial topics.
My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah. So like, if it does end in 16 chapters, I can see how he could end the fight in like 10 chapters, but that would leave him 6 to go. I don't see it happening. I still think that we still have another 30 to 40 chapters to go if he wants to wrap it up smoothly. If not, speedrun it, I guess. Pull a Bleach. Speaking of Bleach, I did do a reread not too long ago, and there's a couple of people. Yeah, I did a reread not too long ago. There's a couple of people in the server that are also reading it, and they are being delightful about it.
Why haven't you said anything? I didn't know you were reading Bleach.
Because I don't want to be roasted, bitch. That's why.
Oh.
The Bleach renaissance is real.
There are a lot of Bleach fans in the server right now.
Yeah, well, it like... Okay, something that you have to
Right
understand
now,
about Gear
they've
server.
been there the whole time. They just got blasted every time they talked about it.
Yeah, literally.
Well, listen,
No, fuck you.
Good.
Something that you have to understand about Gear server is that if it's a manga that Gear doesn't like, it's automatically trash, and then everybody talks shit about it. But as soon as other people start talking about it, he's outnumbered and he can't trash on you anymore. But he tries.
Listen,
Continuing on.
I'm on my Soul Eater sweep right now, and I'm okay with that.
Listen, I don't need to try anything. These guys are just being buffoons.
To be fair, the people that are reading it are Smitty and whatever his name is.
I think Ross and Cher, both. I think.
And Geoff, I think.
Geoff's already read
Oh,
it.
he just finished it.
He's just been
hyping it up.
Glugging.
Bro, Smitty read... I just want to point this out. Smitty read all of One Piece in less than 2 months, and then has now read almost all of Bleach in 2 weeks.
Okay, to be fair, Bleach is Bleach
it's
is
600 and something chapters, and
yeah,
One
but
Piece is
Apollo,
100
some of
something.
those chapters take 20 seconds to read.
Okay,
I
that
Yeah.
might be fair.
I read I think 15 volumes in a day once or something.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I read all of Bleach in 1 week exactly.
That's fair. I do remember One Piece. Some of the chapters were real quick, and some of the chapters was just nothing but dialogue.
Now listen, and I'm thankful that Bleach is so short, in terms of reading time, because that means that all the discussion will be over soon.
It won't be over soon because we got part 2 of the new anime. Let's go.
Yeah, but no one cares.
I haven't been reading One Piece, but I've been wanting to get back into it. I have been reading a little bit of One Punch Man. I am caught up with that. One Punch Man is just fucking stupid bonkers. I cannot get over that.
I know there's a bit of a divide in the community because a lot of the fans of the original webcomic have not been liking some of the changes to the story.
Yeah.
And I can't speak to that, but...
Yeah, I've heard some of the controversy, but I can't either. I never read the original.
Also, apparently, the One Punch Man chapters are getting changed after they're released.
Huh?
Yeah, there's been a lot of volume edits.
But significant edits, to the point where if you were following the chapters, you'd get confused.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
But that's all I've been reading as far as games. So I've played Hi-Fi Rush. And I haven't beat it yet, but Hi-Fi Rush is really, really fucking good. I do recommend it. Beat God of War recently, played through Hades, and I've gotten 3 successful escape attempts.
Okay, speaking of God of War, hold on. Apollo, are you with these fools in the server? And Buzz, you're one of them, who think that, God of War just got good with 2018. Y'all are cracked. The entire franchise slaps. Get out of here.
I don't think it got
Yeah, I tried
good.
playing God of War 1, and it's just so freaking clunky.
Yeah,
It's not even that I don't get it.
Okay, so here's the thing that I think the older generation, as far as gamers go, a lot of the people that fell in love with the original God of War fell in love with the story, but people...
What? No! The story is stupid! He's just Ares! And then you go...
Okay, to be fair, they fell in love with the carnage that came along with the story. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, sure, the story is not much to it, but it is very based. I mean, he literally... 3 games in a row, he gets killed and then has to crawl back out of hell because his business isn't finished.
Yeah, but I will say this. God of War 2018 clears all the God of Wars when it comes to story.
No, fuck yourself.
How about you go? How about you go shove a fucking elm tree up your strip?
I didn't hear you say story. Okay, I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
Go fuck yourself. So yeah, the God of War 2018 clears all the other God of Wars when it comes to story. It also clears because of graphics, but that's not really fair because it's a brand new game. As far as everything else, I would say it's on par. I think the combat in the original God of Wars had some things I didn't like about it, and I can say the exact same thing about 2018.
The different, like, the original games were a lot more like spectacle fighter, like combo focused,
and like what do they call it?
Crazy aerial moves and stuff, you know,
and like quick time events and shit like that. I heard quick time events came back in Ragnarok.
I don't think so, other than
good.
the occasional mashing a square.
That's fair.
I still think like 2018 has the best story overall, but Ragnarok is really good. The way it expanded the game was excellent.
Awesome. Speaking of Ragnarok, I got a PS5 the other day, and I'm literally downloading Ragnarok right now on my PS5. I'm so excited to play it.
Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, but that's what I've been doing. Besides,
I think like the opening hour of Ragnarok is like the best thing I've ever played in my life. So
okay, calm down.
You've obviously not played Kingdom Hearts 2. Am I right, guys? Come on. Come on, guys.
Apollo's Xbox Series S is in shambles right now. It's getting cheated on by a PS5 and his PC.
Bro, my Xbox Series S was tossed aside when I got my PC because all of my Xbox games I could play at my PC.
Well, all right, let's get back to manga. Buzz, your turn.
Keeping on with the train of My Hero Academia, last episode I was talking about how I was only like 10 volumes in or something. I actually caught up to one of the newest chapters recently.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely had quite the lull with the Deku Alone arc, which I thought was very mid.
Oh, I thought that was good, but you know.
I mean, look, the stuff
they
with
got
All Might,
Lady Nagant. Come on, Mommy.
Oh yeah,
hello?
all 2 chapters she was in, dude, it was so good. The stuff with All Might randomly just having a Batmobile was really cool. That was fun.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was great.
But yeah, the final battle's been fun. I would say it's getting close to the peak of the villain arc, which I thought was the best part. And yeah, I'm having fun with My Hero. I'm probably gonna take a break. I'm a few chapters behind, and I think I'm gonna wait for them to pile up a bit. I'm not super into reading stuff like that weekly. But recently, I've been reading Nana, the shoujo series. It's extremely good. It's quickly climbing into a top 10 manga for me.
Nice.
It's super engrossing.
Nana is one of the few series that I never ended up reading all the way through of what was released because like 5 or 6 volumes into it, I found out that it was like probably never going to finish, and I was heartbroken.
Yeah, it's been on hiatus for like 20 years, so.
Oh, rip.
That's all the manga I've been reading. But I did watch Bocchi the Rock recently.
Oh, and that just got a license announcement from Yen Press.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I had a fun time with that one. People have been slandering it in the Discord, but I actually thought it was really fun.
Everything I've seen from it seems fine. I don't really. I'm interested in checking it out at some point too. So
yeah, it's just like a fun, wholesome music anime. You know, it's about some girls that just really love music and they want to make a band, and it's just it. You know, it's fun.
Well, to be fair, Buzz, anybody that slanders most manga in the server, their taste of manga is like 2 out of 10, like high school delinquent bullshit. So.
What is the best delinquent manga? I don't know, guys.
Tokyo Revengers.
Bro, Crow, best manga. Usugoi, best manga.
So I'll be looking forward to getting that from Yen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, also, Resident Evil 4. So, while we're on the topic of talking about games, Resident Evil 4 is awesome.
Yeah, I
It's
noticed
a masterpiece.
You have played it like 5 times.
I've been replaying it over and over to do different achievements and to get different like speedrun times and stuff. So I got an S+ rank in every difficulty, and now I'm playing it again to get an achievement for finishing the hardest difficulty without any bonus weapons, which makes it super difficult. So yeah, having a good time with it.
How many hours?
Let me think. On PS5, I think I have 65 something hours logged. And then I also played it on PC because that's how I played it at launch night. I bought the game twice, and I played the game a couple times on there. So that's like, I don't know, like 30 hours or something.
Jesus, isn't that game only like 12 hours to beat it once?
Casually it's like 20 hours, but most of the length comes from finding loot and like solving puzzles and everything. So if you've played it before, it's actually a lot quicker. Played it a second time.
Right.
It's one of those very easily speedrunnable games.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, Shrug. What have you been up to?
All right. Well, obviously, I said in the last cast that I finished Tagami Bachi, and I was.
Oh right.
Oh, buddy.
I was tragically disappointed because I really, really wanted to like that series, but
It's one of Apollo's favorites.
I know, and so for everyone watching, I want to make it clear, I'm so glad that Apollo likes it. It just wasn't my thing. I just
Cop out.
What series are you talking about?
Letter B.
Letter B.
I
haven't checked that one out yet.
It wasn't. I thought it was pretty boring. I thought it was all kind of like, I don't know. The plot seemed really out of whack to me because it really had a really weird pace, but on the pro side of it, I thought it was one of the coolest looking manga I've ever seen. Like, the art was awesome. It had a really unique art style and a really unique world to it, but I was not a fan of the ending at all because it felt super, I don't know, it didn't feel structured super well, but I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. But I think I already talked about that, so I'm not going to go into too much detail.
A lot of people that I have talked to said they don't like the ending. I'll be honest, I didn't super enjoy everything that happened in the manga, but I will say this as far as world building goes, and I'll probably get shit on by Gear for this. I think Letter B is probably one of the best world building examples you can use if you want to go into art, or if you want to go into manga, or if you just read manga in general. It is a gorgeous world, and the world in general is very unique.
Yeah,
but
that's what made me fall in love with it.
But have you considered Bleach?
Man,
I have not.
Listen.
Besides Letter B, because I finished up Letter B a few months ago, I've been reading 3 for 3. I've also been reading My Hero. I've been wanting to reread it because I want to be caught up to when the finale's happening, and I know that it'll take me a while. So I'm okay with starting it now. But I feel like I'm kind of scared that if it's going to take as long as you guys are telling me, that it's going to be a good minute. And so I'm kind of hesitant to keep going now because I'm not super far into it. I could wait, but...
I mean, usually, like, we know when a manga has a few chapters left. Like, they'll have an announcement that's like, oh, the series has 4 chapters left. And everyone's like, oh my god, how does it have 4 chapters left? This is going to be rushed to shit. And then it is.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, I don't know. I could wait. I could just start reading it right now. I have some 1-volume series that I've been wanting to try out. Look Back, No Longer Human. I own 5 centimeters per second. I just bought 17 to 21 by Fujimoto.
Hell yeah. I have that
too.
Tatsuki Fujimoto before Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Most of Fujimoto stuff is really good.
Yeah. It's also tough because obviously right as our season break ends, I won't have no time because from the end of May to the end of July, I just don't have time for anything, which sucks because Tears of the Kingdom comes out, and I still want to read some manga. And so it's like one of those things of where it's really tough.
There's always time for Zelda. You'll find a way.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bring my Switch to camp, and maybe just have like an hour a day. But I don't know. That's like wishful thinking.
Hope it doesn't get confiscated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm only in charge of myself this summer, and so it'll be really interesting to just be like, maybe I can go get an hour in on Tears of the Kingdom at the end of the day. Maybe. Who knows?
Wait, what do you mean you're only in charge of yourself? How does that work at youth camp?
So basically, for those of you that don't know my job, I work for a summer camp, but it's like all year long. But my job, I'm like the marketing guy, and so I do like media, and so I like take pictures, do videos, and like send emails, things like that. But during the summer, like I'm not like in charge of a certain group, and so like I'm just kind of in charge of myself. Like I make my own deadlines and whatnot. So
what you're saying is you have no reason to not play Zelda. You're just being silly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that is true. Who knows? I could just be like talking myself up. But
what do you need to market in the summer? The kids are already there.
Well, I still got to do social media stuff. Like I'm in charge of like the social media.
Well, that don't take a full day.
So hold on. Are you like the person on Facebook that like posts what the kids do every day so the parents don't call?
Yes. That's my job. Yeah, I tell everyone what they're doing so that way they don't think that they're sending their kids to like go jump off a cliff or something like that.
What happens
like the Wendy's Twitter?
Yeah.
What happens if there's what happens if there's a masked killer at the camp?
I'd probably be too concerned to make sure that everybody else is safe than posting on social media. Actually, listen. Let me tell you guys a crazy story, and because I'm not going to reveal where I worked. So last summer, I was basically in charge of like the janitors, which is like our work crew, and so it was in the middle of the summer, and it was, I don't know, it was like 102 degrees, and I end up having a heat stroke. And so I got like taken to the ER, and then I went back to camp to like stay for the rest of the week, and so I was like super out of it for like a couple days. And so I went to bed early one night. Well, I wake up the next morning, and somebody goes, "Hey, there was a dude that like stumbled out of the woods, and we don't know who he was, but two of your guys that I was in charge of ended up just like talking to him." And then escorting him to like the main road, and I was like, "That was really, really stupid. Like they could have died." And I was like,
"Yeah."
Like I was sitting there like, and nobody else decided to like stop them from doing this. And everybody goes, "Well, we thought that he was here. Like we thought that like they knew him." And I went, "Well, you should probably not trust anyone. I'm just being honest." And so, like, back last year, I definitely could not have pulled this off. But this year, because, again, I'm in charge of myself, it's a different story.
You just, like, if someone will be like, "Hey, these guys just went off with a stranger," and you can just be like, "I don't care. I'm playing Zelda."
Yeah, so I'm like, not my monkeys, not my circus. So, I'm playing
Nice.
Zelda. Sorry, guys.
You are not responsible for any children who die.
But... well, like, the end of last summer is when I started my One Piece reread, and so it was like, and it took me a little bit longer because I work really long weeks, and so I just don't have as much time, but maybe, like, I can bring some shorter manga to read throughout the summer, so that way I don't come back just absolutely uncultured, because I could still...
bring some shorter manga, like Bleach.
Yeah. Bro, you'd be, like, excommunicado if they caught you with that.
I'm pretty sure. So, doesn't the Kodansha app come out during when you're gonna be there?
Fuck that shit. US only. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Dude, I'm not.
Skill issue.
Y'all got me tripping if you think that I'm gonna be reading the Kodansha app.
All their what does Kodansha even have anymore?
Like,
Attack
okay,
on Titan is over.
Listen, I can't think
Like
of a
what?
single popular series that Kodansha has a hold of right now. Because, like, Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins, Fire Force is about to wrap up, and then...
Initial D, Chihaya Furu.
What else is there?
Well,
Fire
I guess
Force?
their popular ones that they're releasing now would be Blue Lock and Tokyo Revengers.
So to be fair, a lot of Kodansha's best-selling series they made digital because they're fucking stupid. Ace of Diamonds would be probably like their best-selling sports manga, and yet they made it digital.
Okay, calm down.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, well, you said sports. Jeez, I keep mishearing you.
Yeah, because you can't hear. You're too busy eating syrup over there.
What?
Maple syrup in the ears, eh?
All right, we're at 30 minutes. I want to get to my bit. Thank you, everyone. I caught up to Dawn to Dawn. I talked about it last time. I told everyone about it. I made it sound very horny, and it is still very horny, but it is fantastic, honestly. It is probably the most chaotic manga I have ever read in my life. It's
even more so than Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, it's completely absurd how quickly it will go from, like, slice of life romantic comedy to, like, an all-out alien war in, like, 2 pages.
Just like Rick and Morty? Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's, yeah, no, like, it has a ton of energy, the art is fantastic, the characters are great, and it's just so absurd. And, like, the whole plot is, like, I'm not, like, 100 chapters in now, it's still revolving around our main character missing his testicles. Like, the aliens are all after his testicles.
Why does this feel like the My Balls hentai?
I don't know what the My Balls hentai is, but...
You don't want to know?
Maybe.
It was a long-running manga. Yeah.
What I love
We don't
about...
want to know.
What I love about Dandadan, because basically Dandadan, you have, like, these aliens who are trying to invade, but then the Earth is also full of, like, monsters and cryptids, which I really like how they're, like, based on, like, real urban legends and conspiracy theories. Like, they had a fucking This Man show up, you know, like the dude who shows up in your dreams. Like, he's just there, and it's great.
A what man?
Have you ever seen This Man? You know, the man that, like, everyone sees in their dreams, and it's like...
What? No? What kind of analog horror are you trying to tell me about?
Okay, hold on. Is it the man with the hat?
No, not the man with the... Who the fuck is the man with the hat? What are you talking about?
The man with the hat is a shadow.
What do you mean?
Hold
Who's
on,
this
hold
man?
on.
The
Hold
man
on.
with the hat is a Curious George character.
No, he's not. The man of the hat is a cryptid. He's a shadow that appears in the corner of your eye when it's dark. He's a shadow being, and he just has a hat on. He's just watching you. That's all he does. He doesn't hurt you. He doesn't try to touch you. Nothing. He just watches.
Here, I just sent a picture of this man to the chat. Buzz sent
What the
one too.
fuck is
Wait,
this?
that guy?
Yeah, you've seen him. You've seen him.
What the frick, dude?
Yeah, anyway, he shows up in Dawn to Dawn, and it's, like, completely out of nowhere. I'm just gonna also show you the picture from Dawn to Dawn, because it's so good. Where is it? Where the fuck? Why is it not on Google
Gear
Images?
is very good at Googling stuff, as you can tell.
I literally just searched Dawn to Dawn This Man, and I don't see the page. This doesn't even make sense. Okay, I found it here on r/Dawn to Dawn. Here's the page.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, but, like, that's what the series was like. This was just, like, a wholesome random scene of the main character at her job, which is a maid cafe, and then she just goes to speak to the boss, and it's this man.
Wait, you just said the main character is missing his ball.
Is
this a
there's
transgender
two
joke?
No, there's 2 main characters. There's the guy and the girl.
Okay.
Wait, is this panel real?
Yeah, that's real. Like, because
Right.
the aliens are, like, turning everyone into this man.
Wait, so he's just called This Man.
Yeah, because it's like, have you seen this man? You see him in
Have you seen this man?
Is it like a hallucination or like legit?
The conspiracy theory is that a lot of people claim to have seen this face in their dreams, and no one knows what he is. Maybe it's God, maybe it's an alien, like, who knows, you know? The most you know, the likely scenario is that someone just made it up, told everyone they see it in their dreams, so people then proceeded to dream about it.
That's fair.
Because, you know, most of this shit isn't real. But yeah, in conclusion, Dandadan is fantastic, and I think fans of crazy action manga will absolutely love it. The first 2 volumes are out in English now, and it's getting an anime at some point.
Just
Hell
ignore
yeah.
the sex scenes.
Yeah, so I haven't read much else. I'll be reading some more this week. You can check out my Joel's Library channel for more on that. Ooh.
Shameless plug.
And yeah, in terms of games, well, I played The Last of Us 2, which was fine. Yeah. And I've been playing Mario 3D World, which I just 100%ed.
Woohoo!
It was absolutely ridiculous, the shit you gotta do to 100% that game. But it was fun. And now I'm playing through Bowser's Fury, which is actually excellent, and I'm really enjoying Bowser's Fury. It's like a mix between 3D World and Odyssey. It's like a big open world, but you have like the 3D World powers. Yeah, very.
I need to play that one.
It's really good. Yeah, it's a lot shorter. I think I'm almost done, but it's great. Anyway, on the topic of Mario. Listen,
Stop.
Shut up, Shrug. This past week,
The greatest movie of all time.
This past week, I've never felt more gaslighted in my life. I thought this movie was like terrible, and I don't get it. I really don't.
Okay, so hold on. So Gear watched this movie the same day I did. We finished the movie within minutes of each other. And I went into the server saying that it was the greatest movie of all time. Not really, but I just said it was great because it's not. But then Gear comes in trashing this movie. And then I'm just like, yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. But here's the thing, okay? Gear keeps dragging this shit movie into the dirt, saying that it's the worst thing that he's ever watched, and it's really not even that bad.
I haven't said it's the worst thing I ever watched.
You compared it to Boss Baby, and Boss Baby's the worst thing that's ever been written.
Okay, listen. For one, I've never seen Boss Baby, but you know what I'm talking about the general.
You haven't
vibe.
seen Boss Baby?
Like the mediocre, movie.
How do you know Boss Baby is mediocre if you've never seen it?
Well, sometimes you just know, okay?
No, you don't, actually. That's like you saying that Avatar is terrible and you've never seen Avatar.
Okay, I've seen Avatar 1, fuck you.
And Avatar 1's great.
No.
Yes.
Alright, what's a better comparison? I don't know, Cars 2?
Cars 2 is just bad.
Yeah, and so is the Mario movie.
No. It is the Super Mario movie is just a fine movie. Truthfully, it is it's not the greatest film I've ever seen, but it's literally fine.
It had one of the worst scripts I've ever seen in my life.
It was literally written for 7-year-olds.
Who cares? That's never an excuse. Puss in Boots 2 was written for 7-year-olds.
Here's the thing.
I agree with that statement, honestly, because you need to put more effort into your kids' movies. That shouldn't be an excuse just to make a bad movie. But I still don't think it was great. This is me not saying that it was an amazing movie. I'm saying that it was fine.
Yeah. I get that. It just feels so weird to me, how crazy people are going for it. I don't know. Now, to be fair, the presentation was great, all the references were cute and all, but I don't see how freaking out over references is any different than Space Jam or something, which no one likes because of all the references. I don't know.
Didn't you there? I don't remember what it was, but there was something that you watched that did nothing but blatantly fan service, and you creamed your pants. I forget what it was.
I don't know. It obviously depends on the context. And
so
Mario didn't fan service to the point of it being annoying. I just thought the fan service in the movie didn't really do much for me, because I'm in the mindset, I'm okay, this is a Mario movie, it's gonna have Mario things in it, so when King Bob-omb walks by, I'm kind of just well, of course he's there. It's a Mario movie, you know. I'm not.
The only thing in the movie that really bugged me to the point to where I began to dislike it was the blatant misuse of Luigi.
Yeah, that's facts. They did Luigi bad.
Yeah, and then he just shows up at the end to save the day. But like, bro, you've been gone. I think Jack Black was great as Bowser. I don't like that they barely gave him they gave him a song, and he's just like, peaches, peaches, peaches,
yeah,
peaches.
Literally.
Like, I want to die. Listen,
what?
Now listen,
Yeah,
I understand.
literally.
Obviously, okay.
Buzz, you don't understand.
I understand the movie is for children. Children are gonna love the movie, but like, come on, man. Like, try a bit harder. Like,
did I have the obligatory dance sequence?
Almost.
No, there was a lot of pop music though, which I thought
A
was very
lot
funny.
of licensed pop music.
They
Also-
the part.
Take on me.
Yeah, they played "Take on Me." They played the funniest part for me was when they were building their Mario Karts and Thunderstruck was playing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Listen, so yeah, I'm not here. I don't think it's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but I just, I look at something like the Lego Movie, which is like a similar scenario. It was like based on the children's property, had a ton of references, but it was so good. And Mario, it's like they had that presentation there, and a lot of care was put into it. But I just wish there was more to it, because it really just. And people are like, but it's Mario. Were you expecting a good story? I'm like, kind of. it's a movie.
When you said before that Thunder started playing in the Discord, I thought you were talking about Imagine Dragons.
Oh god! If they had put Imagine Dragons into it, the gear probably would have.
What's just like building cards? Thunder, feel the
Dude,
thunder.
honestly, when the Mario movie first dropped the trailer, I literally thought they were going to use thunder like in the trailer, and I was just like, so that's like the only reason I had hope for this movie. It was because they didn't do that. I was literally expecting.
Speaking of more, so like Seth Rogen plays Donkey Kong in this movie. half of his fucking lines was just Seth Rogen's laugh. And it pissed me off so fucking bad.
That was like his punchline, and it was so
Literally.
goofy.
Oh my god, I love that movie. I mean, like, most people have been talking about how absurdly fast-paced it is. There's that one scene where Mario and Donkey Kong get, like, eaten, and they're, like, about to have a touching moment where they're, like, relating to their fathers, not, like, thinking their disappointments, and then it just immediately ends. I'm like, this is the stuff, like, they could have focused on to make the movie better. I don't know, like...
Well, they got their quick tick-tockable moments in, and then they have to move on. Gotta capitalize, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, at the end of the day, I don't care if people are enjoying the Mario movie. Fine, go for it. I just don't get it.
We understand that you're very angry about the situation. I would recommend therapy. I think that would help you a lot.
I mean, it is Illumination. I mean, what did you expect?
That's also
you know
the thing. Why does everyone suddenly like Illumination? No one liked Illumination.
Hold on. Illumination is not that bad, okay? Sweet Life of Pets, or whatever the fuck, I don't know. That was a pretty good movie. Okay?
No, it wasn't. You see, the problem with Illumination is what they do is they just get these board meetings together, and they just, like, AI generate the most generic, inoffensive kids movie possible that they can make on a cheap budget. And it's like, they're like so just, ugh.
I don't know
The
who
Minions,
hurt you.
37.
I don't know who hurt
Listen,
you. But like,
Apollo,
okay. I'm gonna go over all of the Illumination movies real quick because
What?
like we're doing this.
They're all
right
bad.
now.
The Lorax is bad.
Hold on, shut the fuck up.
Hey, no, the Lorax is peak, okay?
So, Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3, I did not like Despicable Me's, but they're not bad movies. The Minions was not a very great movie, in my opinion. But Sing 1 and 2 were fucking great. You cannot tell me that Sing was not good movies.
Oh my god. Oh,
You also cannot tell me that
what?
The Secret Life of Pets were not a good movie either.
What the frick are you talking about,
Apollo, I'll tell you
Who is
what.
this Rotten Tomatoes psyop in this call?
How about we just move on? I'll end with this, and I'm sure Apollo can agree. The Dungeons and Dragons movie is fantastic.
It really is.
People should go see it. Like, it blew me away with just how great it was. Go see that. It's a very, very good movie.
Yeah.
We good.
I need to watch John Wick 4.
John Wick 4 also. And Scream 6. Okay, so we still have a lot to talk about. There's, of course, some updates to the Discord sagas. We mentioned earlier about Smitty reading Bleach, but he did catch up to One Piece, and his final ranking saw Wano in the top spot of the best arc in all of One Piece.
Which is very interesting.
I haven't reached Wano yet, so I can't confirm.
And now, like, I think the general consensus is that most people really like Wano, but I think, you know, like, no one would put it number one. Like, that's just absurd. Like, why would you do that? But, you know,
yeah.
Good for him. I'm glad he enjoyed One Piece. I think it became his new top one series, which he changes like every month.
Every manga he reads becomes his new top one. Like, you say that I used to honeymoon bat? No. No.
Yeah, nah. Like, yeah, his top 10 is pretty severe.
His top 10 is the last 10 manga he's read.
No, literally.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bleach ends up there too, because he's been. Oh my god, though! So he's reading Bleach, and of course he's like you know glucking on Kubo, but he's reading it in color. Okay, now
I feel like he just does that though.
No, but you see,
like, the thing
about
mangas he's read has been color.
The thing about Bleach in color is that literally all of us in the Discord have told him not to. Because the thing is with Bleach, and even though I am, you know, a Bleach hater and all, which, by the way, I still only hate, like, the last third of the series, just so chill. But Bleach's whole style is basically based around black and white. Like, Kubo uses a lot of dark blacks and negative space and obviously white backgrounds, and it all adds to his style, right? And a lot of his art looks fantastic because of it. And just turning it into color just sort of, like, messes with the style. And I don't know, like, who colored these or whatever, but the stuff he's reading, it's so weird because, like, all of Kubo's blank backgrounds, they, like, color, but it's like a different color on each panel. It looks so
they like
bad.
Paint drop. They use like the drop tool in Microsoft Paint, just splatter blue on it.
Basically, or
with like these weird gradients. Like Smitty was showing us, he's like, come on guys, this fight looks better in color. And it was like Ichigo versus Kenpachi, and each panel, like, the background was purple, then it was red, then it was dark blue, and it made no sense. I'm like, how is this not, like, so irritating?
It's a fan coloring, right? Like, it's not even...
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's been an official coloring, because why would there be? It's Bleach. So, yeah, it looks rough. So, like, I don't really even care that Smitty is, like, spamming Bleach on the timeline, because I know he'll be done with it soon. But just seeing that art in color makes me want to die.
Isn't one of the art books literally called Nothing But the Black?
Yep.
Like, yeah. Isn't that, like, that's, like, its whole, like, thing.
Yeah.
But that's a fully in color art book though.
So it's lying.
Yeah.
But again,
the title's supposed to be like
when it comes to
Bleach.
actual color art, like, that stuff was designed to be in color, so it would look a lot better than whatever the fuck the weird purple gradient backgrounds are.
I'm sure if I, like, actually started looking at the panels, they would be pretty awful. Glancing at them, they're just meh.
I don't know. Yeah, it just really loses a lot of the magic in color.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just maybe you should just watch the anime at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no, literally.
Anyway, in terms of other stuff, so on April Fool's Day, John, my cousin, messaged me. He's like, "Yo, I wanna do an April Fool." I'm like, "Well, everyone already thinks you're fake. So how about we pretend that you're base senpai?" And so we get based in on it, and we fake some DMs, and then John comes out and he starts swearing like based, and and everything. He's like, I'm based, and now everyone believes it. So
I don't think anybody actually believes it. They're just being annoying about it.
I feel like, I feel kind of bad for John.
Yeah.
He's not terminally online like all of us, so he's just kind of confused. I don't know.
Also,
love him.
I don't know why you're saying us when you're saying terminally online. I feel like me and Shrug are not terminally online.
I'm terminally online.
You gotta be terminally online a bit if you're on the manga podcast.
No.
I mean, I've been on my Twitter hiatus, my Twitter break for a while, and honestly, I'm pretty okay with that.
I completely forgot about what happened to my Twitter. Holy shit.
Bro,
yeah, he subscribed to Twitter Blue.
So, Gear lost his Twitter to some crypto hacker because he clicked on a link. And
no, that's not what happened. I didn't do anything.
It was a free Bobucks.
I'll tell you what happened. I was on Twitter during the Zelda gameplay because I was watching it live, and I went to see what people were saying about it, and it like logged me out of Twitter, and I just thought that Twitter was down because it's falling apart in shambles right now. But I eventually went to my email and I realized it's like, is this you? Someone tried to enter your account, and I check it, and it's like, we trace their location to Lithuania. And then I get 2 more emails, and it's like, your password has been changed. Your email address has been changed. And I'm like, wait a minute. So
that's not me.
So I go in, and like I can't log in, and nothing's happened to my account. So I messaged Twitter support, and they're like, it could take 7 to 10 business days for us to respond because we have no employees anymore. And then the next day, someone had changed my name and profile picture and was just doing the thing where they're like, check out this new crypto drop, and then like tags 20 accounts. And I'm like, well, that's it for me. And I didn't have any hope I would get it back. And, being off Twitter for a few days, I'll be honest, it's kind of boring. Especially because, like, all the Trump indictment stuff was happening. So I was just like, man.
I feel like going through Twitter withdrawals and you being online as much as you are was kind of hard.
Yeah, you got to be weaned off it, right? Anyway, so I made a new account, and I was about to just give up and tell people, look, guys, this is my new account. I can't get my new one back. Elon, don't know what's up. And then I get it back. So, yeah.
But you can go ahead and follow the new account called Joel's Library.
No.
Guys, sub at Joel's Library.
Well, on YouTube, yes.
Guys, follow me. I'm the real Gear Third Manga Reviews. Follow me at Joel's Library on Twitter, please. I beg.
Joel's Library on TikTok.
Hey, I've been making shorts, so I could easily transition to TikTok. So the last thing I think we can talk about is, so I have made a bet with Mr. Blair.
Oh, God.
Now listen, I have made some goofy bets over the years. Like, I mean, the one I have right now with Based over Chainsaw Man, which was he was an absolute fool to make. But this one here is so Blair is very anti Aka Akasaka for some reason. Obviously he's probably the greatest literary genius of our time. But Blair, for some reason, thinks that Oshinoko will not be the top anime of the season, which I think is absurd. You don't need to be a genius to just look at the hype that's being generated and think that, right? So Blair basically listed a handful of series, which include Dr. Stone, Mashal, like 2 random isekais, and Eden Zero. Yeah, Eden Zero. And he claims that they will all get better My Anime List scores than Oshinoko. And if they don't, he will read Oshinoko, which I don't think is a very good punishment because that series is fire. But basically, if I lose, which won't happen. I'll have to read Eden Zero. I don't know, guys. There's just so much wrong with this bet.
It's easy for you to say. I made a bet with Blair and Feb. I made 2 bets because unlike Gear, I have nothing to lose, so I take bets because these guys are children. I might as well entertain them. And I told Blair very simply that if he read Soul Eater, that I would read Eden Zero, which is probably not a great idea because I'll get like Eden Zero screen caps every so often. I'm like, man, this just looks so bad. And so I mean, I'm a man of my word, and I'm gonna do it. But then also made a bet with Feb, who would not steer me in the wrong direction, I don't think, and he recommended me a series that I think I'll maybe enjoy. It was Blue Period. I actually don't know much about Blue Period at all.
That's like
the painting series.
Oh, the painting series. I was thinking of Blue Lock, but yeah,
not Blue Lock. It was
Blue Period.
I think it's Blue Period. I'm pretty sure it's Blue Period.
Blue Period is
the painting series.
Yeah, so yeah. Blue Period is I
thought periods were red.
I've only read a little bit of it. But from what I read, it felt like it had a lot of potential, but I don't know. It could have been like it could have become total shit. Like Feb has read some really bad shit before.
I've heard it's really good. The anime, no one liked that, but
I mean that's fair.
All I saw was clips on Twitter about how bad the animation was, and I decided to stay away.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so Blair, like he's just picked all these series. Like you don't need to be a rocket scientist to just know like anime trends and what's going to like get the higher scores, right? Like Oshinoko has like over an 8.5 on Mal, like the manga, and the anime looks to be a fantastic adaptation. Like it's gonna get a high score, right? And then when you look at something like Mashle, which looks like it has mid animation, and the manga only has like a 7 point something on Mal, the anime is not going to score higher than Oshinoko. Like I don't get Blair's thought process. And then Blair is like, wait a minute, I forgot to add Hell's Paradise to the bet.
Oh,
I'm just like, okay, for one, we literally, because like the thing is with Hell's Paradise, like now that it started, I don't know if it's gonna pass Oshinoko. But it's a series that I would not have bet against, because looking at trends, I would realize that potentially could score very high. And then Blair was trying to weasel it into the bet after we had already decided on it. And he keeps bringing it up, and he's like, Gear, you're just scared of Hell's Paradise. I'm like, I didn't, because I wouldn't have bet against it. Like, that's not fair. Like, I'm not going to bet against Bleach when that comes back. Like, you know, even if I don't like it, why would I do that? You know? And then, my God, man. I love Blair, I mean, but, like,
I'm not positive, but I think Oshinoko is going to score better than Yuri Is My Job.
Yeah, like half of these are just, like, random light novel isekais. I'm like, okay. He's like, it's going to be a sleeper hit. I'm like, no.
One little sleeper.
Oh, sleeper.
And like I don't even know why, and I don't even know why he's so like anti Oshinoko too. That's the thing, because if he loses, which he will, he'll be reading Oshinoko, and I think that's not a punishment. That's just like, here's a fantastic series.
To be fair, for Blair, that is a punishment. I mean, look at the trends of what he reads. He reads ass series. Like, he sucks off Hiro Mashima any chance he can get. Even though he says that he doesn't.
Okay, so back, I think we actually had this conversation not too long ago. Okay, it was long ago. It was last year, so it was long ago, but not, like, incredibly long. But I rewatched, like, Fairy Tail. I don't know, I got in some, like, weird mood, and I was like, I'm gonna rewatch all the Fairy Tail anime. I only got to, like, the Urashi and Seis arc,
But I gotta be honest, like, I can really see the appeal that if you get hooked in at the beginning of Fairy Tail as like one of your first series, I can really see why you'd like Mashima. Like if you really haven't experienced a lot outside of Mashima, I feel like you'd have a soft spot for it.
Well, yeah.
Because I honestly enjoyed the first part of Fairy Tail. Maybe not as much as some other shonen, but like it was fun. Like I would say I would rewatch it again, but like it was just kind of like if that was the only thing that you've stuck with for a while, then like I get it. Not to say that like all of Fairy Tail gets better, but also, you know, that's just kind of what I think ultimately about Fairy Tail.
So you're saying it's like so you're saying it's like the Mario movie.
Yeah, sure, man, sure.
Look, I don't know about this.
Listen, I'll say it here. I will read and watch a lot of things, even if they're bad, as long as I know I can get a good laugh out of them. And Fairy Tail at the beginning, I wouldn't do it just because it's like haha funny, and so I get it, Blair. If you're listening, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Although he tells me that Eden Zero is a whole lot darker, and Hiro is not afraid to kill off characters anymore.
That's probably
Cap.
not.
And I'm like, okay, Blair, I've read 5 chapters of Eden Zero. I have no idea what's currently going on in the story. But just the fact that it is literally a time travel story means that no one is dying.
Yeah.
Okay, so me and Blair had a really long conversation about Hiro Mashima. I would say 7 or 8 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. We literally talked about how characters die in Eden Zero and then come back because of bullshit. And then, like, he was complaining about that very thing. Listen, man, I'm not trying to say that Blair doesn't know what he's talking about, but at the same time, like, he tells me things, and then I think he forgets he tells me them, because then he'll, like, go on a rant about the exact same thing.
How old is Blair now?
Like 27?
Are you kidding? No way!
Well, hold on. He's a year older than me, so he'd be 25, 26.
Wait, no he's not. No, he's not. I thought Blair was, like, younger than me for, like, a long time.
He's almost as old as I am.
No, Blair's always been a year older than me.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I literally had no idea. I've been around from the beginning with Blair, and that is so funny to me. I don't know why. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he's up there in age. He's an adult. He's full-fledged adult.
He's a baby.
I love him though. He's also one of the only Canadians, so we got to stick together.
No, fuck it. Speaking of Canadians, so what are we gonna do about John? Like for real?
What do you mean?
Ban him.
He's just a based double. So we gotta figure out if we're gonna have based, we're gonna have John.
He's not a base double. He doesn't.
Well, they're the same person, so it doesn't matter.
But they're not.
But they are. I mean, you've told us everybody that they are.
Yeah, on April Fool's Day, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, in the bed.
Man, I'm upset because I was sick and everything got messed up, and I was busy that day. I couldn't do an April Fool's joke.
I forgot. I was gonna send all of my friends. What?
What the fuck was that? That's your truck moaning over there.
Yeah. I was going to send all of my friends a picture of a dick, which is a small little deer from Africa, and just be like, here's a dick pic.
A what?
It's called a dick. It's a small African deer, antelope thing. They're about as big as a small, like, joey, like a small kangaroo. I was going to send all of my friends, here's a dick pic, and just send them a dick pic.
That's a bad joke. You should have
Apollo.
Send that to every woman you know.
That is probably the unfunniest joke I have heard in like the past few months.
And he just heard me say time to like manga some alerts or whatever the fuck I said at the start of the podcast, and that was pretty bad. So
we can't forget to say the prayer before we end the manga alert.
Nope.
A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Lord, for the food we eat.
Thunder! Feel the thunder!
My final statement is that the Sonic 2 movie is excellent.
I would agree with that.
It might be excellent, but is it better than Mario?
Yes.
No.
You see, we're in agreement here.
Yes. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Manga Alert. We'll be back for... I guess we'll have one more. We have one more.
We can't have one more. This is only episode 7.
Well, okay, well, maybe we'll have 2 more, because we missed last month, because Gear had...
Gear had like
wow.
3 illnesses back to back.
Okay, well, we'll have at least one more. How about that? We'll say that.
Sure, and
We'll see you,
we
we'll see you soon.
also leave a comment, because we're going to read every comment for the season next time, because we keep forgetting. And the season's about to end.
Yes, come back has to happen.
Make sure you leave a bunch of trash talk for me and Based, because we want to read that, I'm sure.
Well, that happens anyway.
Oh, yeah. Also, Cool Kid, if you're listening, I'm sorry I haven't been on a podcast in a while. I miss you.
Oh, you guys are like... It's like forbidden love between you and Cool Kid.
Oh, all right, shut the fuck up.
Apollo, hurry up and start your new channel. This is like the 10th time.
Okay, literally.
Yeah.
You're like that. You're like that Jimmy Neutron meme. Like Apollo,
Okay,
this
so-
is the 10th time you've brought a new channel to class.
Okay, so literally I posted about this in your server, so I don't know how you didn't see it, but I did 3 different test videos. I've made 3 different videos, and I tried uploading them. The first one was an hour long, and it was the playthrough video of Hi-Fi Rush, and I published that one. That one took like a day to upload. The other 2, which were like 10 minutes and I think the 7 minutes or 8 minutes, they took like 6 hours each to upload, and I was just like, this isn't fucking worth it.
Dang.
So we have a contract already signed, and we're gonna get fiber sometime this year. So once I actually have fiber in the home, that's when I'll launch the channel.
Nice.
Why don't you just do Starlink? Get on
Starlink sucks.
Get on Elon's.
How about
Elon's
you
network.
go suck Blair's dick? How about that?
Yeah, that has like an hour of
Whoa,
latency.
buddy, that is. You are going to go to confession after that one.
I'm a pagan. I don't give a shit.
Apollo.
10 Hail Marys.
Don't you live in the South? Where do you
Yes,
live?
you do. You're from what? That's like the definition of the South.
Technically,
You have-
Kentucky is
Can you not
Ohio.
sell-
Your
Kansas?
state, your state
Yeah.
created Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay,
I think
hold on,
Apollo
hold
is
on,
in
hold on.
Arkansas right now.
So, if you guys don't know the lore, basically I
Arkansas.
was born in Tennessee, raised in Kentucky, moved to Kansas, moved
Wait,
to
you were
Indiana.
born in Tennessee?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
after
So
I
was
lived
Shrug.
in Indiana for a little while, then I moved back to Kentucky, and now that's where I currently am. I'm actually like 45 minutes from Clarksville, if you guys want to come visit me.
Nice.
I can't
I like
believe
Tennessee.
Actually, me and T-Dog and Apollo actually talked one time very briefly, and we were like, what would happen if we all went and like met each other in person? And I have always thought about that.
I
and
mean,
how
you all
funny
live
that would
like
be.
right next to each other. I mean, I live pretty close to Buzz.
I mean-
and actually, I live even closer to Blair.
Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Shrug, don't you still live in Tennessee?
I do.
Yeah, we can meet up. I mean,
Show
I've
up to
heard-
his-
Guys, IRL meetup between me, guys. If this video,
Yo.
if this Manga Alert can get 100 likes, let's shoot for the stars. 100 likes, I will go meet Apollo.
No, what's gonna fucking happen? Shrug's gonna be at camp playing Zelda, and then they're just gonna be like, "Hey, Shrug," because they call you Shrug too in real life, and they're like,
Yeah.
"A guy just came out of the woods." And it's gonna be-
Guys, there's this guy that came out of the woods, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I know him."
Bring a Jason mask.
and then you have to take Apollo out to the road, and they're gonna be like, "Shrug, you hypocrite," and you'll be like,
Except-
"No, really, I know
No,
him."
guys, I know him. I swear.
Except Shrug doesn't come back because I kidnap him and we go drinking all night.
Yes, guys, that's what I do.
For the blood
Let me
of
confirm
Christ.
it right here.
Yeah, he drinks wine from the holy cellars of his Catholic church.
Okay. It's just water, everybody. Remember,
guys. It's just water. It's just water. I can't lose my job. It's just water, guys.
All right. I guess with that, thank you. We gotta end it. We gotta end it.
All right, fine. Fuck you.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for another amazing, wonderful Manga Alert. Thanks so much for Buzz and Apollo to yet again be our besties and hop on here. Everyone, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
No matter what, I will find the One Piece first and show my dreaming heart as big as it can be. Gotta make sure I don't wake from the dream. And I really can't wait until the daybreak comes and we can raise our sails up way up high.